Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svaparantikam. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So today we continue with Gottfried von Leibniz. 19, he was born 1964, 1646 and died 1716. Shyama Das. Leibniz was a German mathematician and philosopher who maintained that in the universe every act has a purpose, and the purpose of the universe is to realize the goal set forth by God. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, actually the goal is to reach God. The ignorant do not know this. Instead, they are hoping for something that can never be realized. This is the version of Srimad Bhagavatam. न देविदुस्वर्तगतिं हि विष्णुं दुराशया ये बाहिरार्थमानिना अन्धायथान्धैरुपनिया उपनीयमानास् अन्धायथान्धैरुपनीयमानास् तेऽपि शातन्त्रम् उरुदां निबद्धा. Persons who are very strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life and who have therefore accepted as the leader or a guru, a similar blind man attached to external sense objects, cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and to engage in the service of Lord Vishnu. As blind man guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into a ditch, materially attached man led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor, which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life, suffering in threefold miseries. Bhagavatam 7:5-31. Throughout history, people have been trying to adjust situations by manipulating the material external energy, but they do not know that they are bound fast by the laws of material nature. No one can violate the laws of nature, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained. Krishna Buli Sei Jiva Anadi Bahirmukha Ata Eva Maya Tare Deya Samsara Dukkha. Forgetting Krishna, the living entity, has been attracted by the external feature from time immemorial. Therefore, the illusory energy Maya gives him all kinds of misery in his material existence. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20:117. Maya, the illusory energy, ties the living entity by his neck just as one ties a dog. The dog thinks I am very happy and free. My master is controlling me. In Bhagavad Gita, it is also stated, "Prak- Prakrite kriya manani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimudatma karta hammiti manyate." The bewildered spirit soul, under influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. Bhagavad Gita 3:27. Prakriti, material nature, is controlling the living entity by her different modes. But in ignorance, the living entity is thinking, I am inventing, I am acting, I am progressing. This is called Maya illusion. No one can progress or improve without Krishna consciousness. Have the living entities have come into this material world because they wanted to imitate Krishna. Therefore, they have been given a chance to engage in so-called enjoyment. At the same time, Krishna is so kind that he has given them the Vedas, the right directions. He says, all right, if you want to enjoy, enjoy in this way so that one day you may come back to me. If a child insists on acting improperly, the father may be very careful in giving him what he wants and at the same time directing him. There are two kinds of activities. One is pravritti, by which we become very much attached to the material world. But the other type of activity, nivritti, we become detached. Both activities are mentioned in the Vedas. However, there is a plan. Because the living entities have forgotten or disobeyed Krishna and are trying to enjoy life by imitating him. They are placed in this material world under the supervision of the superintendent of this material world, Durga. These living entities can return home back to Godhead. That is the plan, and there is really no other. Every one of us has to go back home, back to Godhead. If we do so immediately and voluntarily, we save time. Otherwise, we waste time. We have to come to this point. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, Bahunam Janmanamante, Bhagavad Gita 7:19. After struggling for many births, the wise man surrenders unto Krishna. The final point is surrender. And Maya gives the living entity trouble in many different ways so that he will eventually come to this point. When he becomes frustrated in his attempts at sense gratification, it should be understood that he is receiving special favor. When Krishna is anxious to reform the living entity, he bestows his mercy by first of all taking away all his money. This is a special favor. The living entity always wants to delay, but by special favor, Krishna draws the living entity to him by force. This is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The living entity wants Krishna or God, but at the same time, he wants to enjoy the material world. This is inconsistent because desiring God means rejecting the material world. Sometimes the living entity is caught between these two desires, and when Krishna sees this, he places him in a hopeless condition. He takes away all his money, and then the living entity sees that all his so-called relatives and friends turn from him, saying, oh, this man is useless, he has no money. In this hopeless condition, the living entity surrenders to Krishna. All beings are trying to be happy in this material world, but it is nature's plan to give them trouble. In other words, every attempt at happiness will be frustrated. In other words, every attempt at happiness will be frustrated, so that eventually the living entity will turn to Krishna. This is the plan to bring the living entity back home, back to Godhead. This plan does not apply to just few living entities. It is not that some will remain here and others will go back to Godhead. No, the whole plan is that everyone must come back to Godhead. Some living entities are very obstinate, just like bad boys. The father says, come on, but the bad boy says, no, I'll not go. It is then the father's business to drag him. At the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarva guhyat mambuhya srunu me paramam vacha ishtosi me dridam miti tato vakshamite hitam. Because of you, because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you the most confidential part of knowledge. Hear this from me, for it is for your benefit. Bhagavad Gita 1864. Then he says, surrender unto me, and I will give you all protection. Bhagavad Gita 1866. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna instructed Arjuna in Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and other yogas, but his final instruction was to surrender. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my obeisances. All glories, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Oh, Hari Bol. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Did you hear this, Gianni Prabhu? This last one. This was amazing answer.
Yes, I hear this. Yes, very good.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite ones. It was
Yeah, yeah.
really like direct and so long. See, this Prabhupada spoke this at one go. Imagine.
This is incredible.
Yes, Prabhu. See how many references also.
This is incredible. This is like a world class in one response.
Yes, bro. And it was really specific. The point was so amazingly explained in this one. Because everyone
I,
is
I
like
think
is going.
I think we can do a world presentation just by this response,
Yes,
just
bro.
by studying this response. This is incredible.
Yeah, I liked from this part where it was explained the pravritti and nivritti.
Hmm.
And that is the plan. There is really no other. Every one of us has to go back home, back to Godhead. So
Yes,
if you see the mosquito or someone, they have the same plan. They are trying to go. They don't have any other plan. It seems like, oh, the mosquito's plan is to get blood and build a family, but really his plan is also to go back home. He's just
yes,
in the mosquito body.
yes. Because he fell down from his
Yes,
position. Yes. Like we can fall down to
yes,
our position. Hmm. But now because we engage in devotional activity, because we chant Hare Krishna, we stand a chance to just progress and toward our goal, true goal, toward the real plane. The real plane is to go back to Godhead. So,
yes, Prabhu. And here, this was nice
mm,
part that the final point is surrender, and Maya gives the living entity trouble in many different ways so that he will eventually come to this point. So if we are
mm,
expecting no trouble, then that means that we don't really want to go. We want to
yes,
stay here because the trouble means that Maya is trying to kick us forward.
yes.
One should be happy if
Actually,
he gets trouble.
I was I having that point this morning with Amoli Prabhu. Like Maya actually is our ally. She tried to help us. Actually, she's desperate, like to serve Krishna so well. That she will get us in so many difficult situations, so that we realize that this world is hopeless,
Yes, bro.
and we need to take up the devotional service so that we can go
Yeah.
back to Godhead. You know,
Yes, this point
this is a
also
whole
that
point.
when he becomes frustrated in his attempts at sense gratification, it should be understood that he's receiving special favor. So
Yes,
we need to get this frustration to this. Until we don't get frustrated, we do and we feel happy, then we must realize that oh we must get more trouble so that we get more frustrated. Because if we are
eh,
still too happy doing those nonsense things, then that means we are not yet realized. So we need more trouble.
And you see, this is very good point because even there is the purification process. Even when we chant, we still making some sins, and
Yes,
not so serious yet, but we feel very bad, actually. Not like before when you do some sin and you just don't feel so much about it, don't think so much about it. But now it's not the same. You really feel very bad about it because it will, I think, at the end, make you realize that, yeah, you don't belong in this world no more. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like a sinful man.
yes, Prabhu.
And
See this.
yes.
See this one point. This was my favorite part. This one sentence. This one. The living entity always wants to delay, but by special
Mm.
favor, Krishna draws the living entity to him by force. So we most are like this. We want to delay. Oh, one more year. One more year.
Yeah, and then you get really impatient, and
Yes,
then you say, no, no, you come.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Don't make me wait. So you already make me wait so long. What
Yeah,
you
this is just
thinking?
Krishna draws the living entity by force.
You must be crazy, You
Yeah.
fool.
Here, same time wanting to enjoy the material world and wanting Krishna. This is inconsistent because desiring God means rejecting the material world.
Yes, yes, true.
Yeah, sometimes the living entity is caught between these two desires. And when Krishna sees this, he places him in a hopeless condition.
Mm. So our struggle and our
Yeah.
difficulty in Krishna consciousness is
Yes,
all
Prabhu.
the favor of the Lord, benediction of the Lord.
Yeah.
So
I
we
realized
can
that when I
see,
was really
yeah,
poor. I realized then that, oh, now I understand why I'm so poor. And this where it's explained, like he says, he takes all away all his money, and what happens then when one has no money? The living entity sees that all his so-called relatives and friends turn from him, saying, oh,
yeah,
this man is useless, he has no money. This happened to
yeah,
me also. They said, oh, this guy is useless, he doesn't have any job and he has no money.
yeah. So you surrender to Krishna. This is this is his plan, actually, for make us, go back to him.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
anything that we have, even anything. Imagine if someone has, for example, tendency to go enjoy some event outside or do something, some karmic thing. Krishna will make it so that he will go, but there will be rainfall and everything. He will be so hopeless that he will think, I'm never going again. He will lose his keys. He will
mm,
he will go
mm,
so
true.
wrong. Then he will realize, oh,
Yeah.
why did I want this? And this has happened to me
Mm,
many times actually. I planned something. Oh, today I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go watch the sunset even. Sometimes one might think. This is also sense
yeah.
gratification to go watch the sun setting. That's wasting time. So then
Yes.
Krishna so shows that, oh, there is so cold wind, there is everything going, oh, the accident coming, and yeah, it's always like that. Then one
But,
realized in midway one turns around. Oh, I need to go back. I need to go finish some video or something.
yeah, it's true. Very true.
And
But
when one notices, one more thing, that when one notices that he's doing something that not supposed to be doing, then immediately
mm,
one usually becomes, because then you really feel the danger, because you think, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm doing it. Where is the the punishment gonna come? Then one starts to be like this.
yeah,
He realized,
yes,
oh, I'm
yeah,
doing something wrong. I need to get back to safety, we can say.
yes, yes,
Yeah, this. But it is nature's plan to give them trouble. Everyone is trying to be
Mm,
happy. Nature's plan is to give them trouble. So if we
mm.
don't get trouble, that means the nature is not working. Something is wrong then.
Yes, yes. And it could be the result of our pious activity in our previous life, previous lives. So sometimes mode of goodness is like that in certain person. They they just accumulate so much pious activities that
Yes, Prabhu.
there are some good karma, and they are in the mode of goodness, and yeah, their life is pretty uh, happier, and they don't have any so much trouble. But Srila Prabhupada said that when you preach to those person who said that, oh, my life is good, I don't need to God, or I don't need those things. You just tell him that, but it will amplify your happiness when you chant the holy name. It will amplify your happiness. And
Yes,
Hamuli Prabhu actually he just meet one person here in Renan Island when he was preaching, and it was a pretty old person. He was up to 60, but you know, this person said that, yeah, I'm really happy. I don't think I'm interested by those things, and he said, but when you chant Hare Krishna, it will amplify your happiness,
yes,
and
Prabhu.
then he just he just become very curious, and he said, oh yes, I'm really interested in that you
Yes,
know
Prabhu.
so uh, according to the person, what mode is in, we can adjust our preaching so that we can attract him in Krishna consciousness. So I think uh, it was very nice by Amari Prabhu that he said that. And he said that, yeah, he heard this in Srila Prabhupada, lectures. So, when we watch something, and when we read, automatically, uh, uh, I think this is Srila Prabhupada. He will arrange some tests. Sometimes we will
Yes, Prabhu.
find some people, and when uh, the time come, we will just preach what we read, or watch and hear,
Yeah.
and this is really good actually, because we can feel the connection, like in real life, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this was very nice response. I was amazed by those striking point. This is like so true, because we all go through those phase, like we will have some struggling, and we
Yes, Prabhu.
will lose money, and
Yeah,
all
that's
these. Yes.
those will be every day. Even small things will be there. You're trying to do something and you drop something, or you break
Yes.
something little, or all the time those little things are there. We try to do something, then there's trouble. So we realize it's not working. And yeah, it said here that every attempt at happiness is every attempt at happiness will be frustrated. So it's not that some will be good, or because at the end, every attempt, it's because if someone seems happy, first of all, he doesn't know what happiness means. Because here people
Mm,
think that countering distresses means happiness. That, oh, now my
mm,
head is not hurting, that means I'm happy. But if they're
mm.
not, dancing and with their arms raised, and they are not dancing and, singing, that means they are not happy, because this is what really happiness means, that one is dancing,
Yes.
he's singing, and he's raising his arms. That is real
Yes.
happiness. So if they don't have
A-
this, if they don't know what this is, that means they never really experienced happiness yet.
and you see the most uh, unhappy part is that when they saw you chant and dance like this, they just think that you are crazy guy,
Yes,
just a
bro.
crazy
Yeah, because
fellow.
when you are unhappy, to you everything that is happy looks that looks that oh, that is not happy, because you are yourself unhappy and you see everything happiness, that oh, that is not happiness,
Yes, yes,
because they see unhappiness as happiness. If they see
yes.
someone really like frustrated or something, but still he has money and he's this, he sees, oh, he's happy. But he knows his face is not happy, but his bank balance is big, oh, he's happy. This is what they think that the happiness is actually.
Mm, mm. So this is called illusion.
Yes,
This is
bro.
illusion. Mm.
And also,
So,
good example that I saw today. There is one Christian person from my city that I used to be friends with when I was smaller, and he's a teacher. He's in my city. And last year I was talking to him. He said he wants to meet this Christian. He wanted to meet, and he's like this person. He says, I'm really happy. Life is perfect. He has perfect wife, perfect job.
oh, okay.
He makes YouTube videos. He's really famous. He's really, athlete and good looking. He has everything, every good quality
Yes,
you can
yes.
think. And yeah, he listened to me. 2 3 days we were talking and talking, but he was all the time trying to find points why this is not good, because he was trying to find, counterpoints. He was all the
Yes.
time trying to counter me. And I explained to him, I opened the thing again, and I explained how this is all in. At the end he admitted that, okay, I don't know. Now I realize that I don't really know much about these teachings of Jesus and this church and all this. But then he didn't take up to the, but he said that this just raised my faith more to Jesus. And he was like trying to say that he didn't get interested about Krishna or Krishna consciousness. He was saying that, oh, now that you have talked, I realized that only Jesus is the right way. This is like what he tried to say.
Mm, mm,
And
mm,
yeah, now yesterday what happened, then I realized, okay, now he everything is going perfectly for him. That's why he's not accepting this. Because I was telling to him that, this is serious business, this life, that we might become animals and we might die anytime. And that even though you might be happy now, there is danger all the time, that we need to be really careful and we need to take this topic seriously. It's not just like, okay, today I choose to talk about religion. It's today's topic. Tomorrow I choose something else. And it's just one of the topics along everything else. I was trying to say this is the most important thing and everything should be centered around this one topic. And yeah, then he didn't message me anymore, but I got scared because I knew that something is gonna happen, because everything is going perfectly and he's not taking it. So I knew something must go wrong before he might take it. So I knew that,
mm.
okay, now that there has been an attempt from Krishna to come towards him and he didn't accept, now his condition must turn worse that he can accept. And now yesterday what I didn't hear from him from like 7 months, 8 months, but I was thinking something is gonna come. And now yesterday I heard his family's house. There was like thunderstorm yesterday, and some lightning hit through their roof. It hit through their roof, and the whole house burned in like 1 hour. And
Huh?
they had just bought this house. They had just 1 month before, in May, they had just bought this house, and it was so new that they didn't get any insurance yet, not anything. So this whole family, they lost everything, whole house, everything. And now he was asking money from everyone that, can you please send our family donations? We don't have anything anymore. Can you please send our donations? I'm trying to pay my mother's house or something, but we don't have money. I cannot. Yeah, and I was thinking that, oh, just what we are just what we are reading here is happening. That's also
Hare
mercy
Krishna.
towards him, but I don't know how much these persons need to take before they get interested.
Mm,
Because I
mm,
was
mm.
warning about all these things, that there is danger at every step. You need to take this topic seriously. It's not some side topic.
But you see, this is the mercy of the Lord, actually. This is the mercy of the Lord.
Yes,
just
Prabhu.
just to give him, this strike, you see, just wake up, just wake up.
Yeah.
You are not happy in this world, you see. I take your house. you
Yes,
know
but I was thinking that whole life this person works for the house, whole
yes,
life,
yes,
and 30 minutes it's God. And what is the luck that you don't have any insurance or anything because you thought that okay, nothing will go wrong. I will buy next month. They were thinking like this. We just moved. We will stay here 2 weeks. What will go wrong? Then whole
yes,
everything burned suddenly, and
yeah. This is for making him realize that, yeah, you think that you were invincible, you see. this
yes,
is this is the- this is my plane to you. And you see, it happens to every one of us, actually, every one of us.
yes, Prabhu.
So
Yes, see, here's the house.
incredible. Yeah, this is the work of Krishna. You see. Oh, oh, Krishna.
And they were inside and they saw the hole in the roof of the light
Yeah.
of the they took a picture of it. I saw a picture and they said that lightning bolt just came through the roof, and they were just looking and suddenly they noticed that the whole house is burning. This is like Indra sent the weapon. What is this?
Yes, yes. But it comes from Indra, actually.
Yeah.
The Lord just gave instruction.
Yes, brother.
This is incredible. Incredible story, bro. Really.
And he says that my mother had long time dreamed about having her own house. Always she dreamed about, and now she got the house. Then they move in May, and then they live 1 month, and the dream was gone. Here he says the dream is gone.
Yes. But the real dream will come for sure.
Yes, bro.
You need to wake up. Thank you for sharing this. This is yes, very astonishing story.
Yes, Prabhu. And the point that I just talked about Krishna with him long time. We had like long conversations, and I defeated every point that he had because he had counter arguments all the time until the point that he had nothing to say. That he accepted, okay, I don't know about this topic. That you have studied this topic, I haven't. That I cannot talk anymore. But I would have liked to see him start to also read about it, but he just forgot it and said, okay, I don't. He just stopped it there.
Mm. It's just like uh, I was, talking with someone here about some question that he had, and it was in a call. He called me, and he just asked me some question, and then I go like, I didn't I didn't realize, but I all I talk all the way, and I talk for 30 minutes, and I didn't realize it. I just gave all the the point and the thing that I know about it. And I realized that the person is not talking.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. This
just
happened also 2 days
listening.
ago to me.
Yeah, yes. And he was very silent, and uh I keep, talking, and I try to hear if he will, have a reaction, but he just keeps silent till the moment I realized that, yeah, the phone was still, the call was still on, but the person, I think he was not there. I think, uh I wonder if he sleep, or if he just put the phone away and just go, you know,
Yes,
somewhere. Because, yeah, 45 minutes. Then I realized, yeah, I was the one who talked, but no, I don't know if he listened to me or not. Because, yeah, this was like the first time for me. I said, he become very silent,
yes,
just
Prabhu.
like they can say nothing, actually. They can say nothing to just what you present. And
Yes, Prabhu.
so, so, so,
Sometimes
so
suddenly I ask that, do you have any questions? Then I listen to them what they say.
so we can see that, yes, when we dive deep in this philosophy, and when we begin to have s- some connection to Prabhupada, so that he can bless us with this wonderful knowledge, then when we present this with confidence, yes, the people, sometimes they becomes very silent, and they
Yes,
they
Prabhu.
just, this is the potency of this philosophy. This is
Yes.
incredible, Prabhu. This is
Yeah,
like,
I'm then thinking what is going on inside there. I'm sometimes looking because this happened to me this weekend. It happened to me like 2 days ago when I was walking outside and some like Red Cross person came to me,
mm, mm,
some woman, and he was like Indian looking. Then she said she's from Pakistan actually, and yeah, to her I explained also all these things because suddenly she said, "Oh, I'm Christian." Then I explained everything to her, and at one point she was like, because first she argued. I explained that, oh, we are, because when she said Christian, I get happy because I know that, oh, because Jesus is on our side. So I always get happy. Then I explained to her
yes,
that
yes, it's true, but this is not like the real Christian. There is no real
yeah, I explained to
Christian.
her that how all the living beings are sons of God, not just
Mm,
humans. Then I explained really
mm,
logically, and they cannot answer. They're just quiet at the end. Then they say that, oh, but no, it doesn't mean that those are not killed. Doesn't mean it means murdering people. And then I say, no, this is your interpretation. And then I explain to them the way that is, if one father has a disabled son and one intelligent son, and the intelligent son
mm,
asks, can I kill that stupid son is just eating grass there, acting like some cow. What is he doing? Let's kill the son. Let's enjoy together. So the father will say, no, no, no. Even though his stupid son, he's eating grass outside, we still love him. He's our. So I
mm.
explained it this way. They don't have arguments to this, and yeah, at the end, she was just quiet and listening like this. And then I explained, and at some point I stopped because I realized that, oh, it's too much. He cannot take anymore. Then I
Yes,
just
yes.
asked that, yeah, do you have any questions? And then she didn't have any questions, and yeah.
Yeah. This is why, we cannot, uh, we should now discriminate and
Yes,
see when and how to stop, because yes, sometimes it's too much,
yes,
just
Prabhu.
too
And
much for them.
when they don't
Mm.
understand the philosophy, it's best to make them repeat the Maha Mantra. Because the
Yes, yes.
way when you see Nimanita Prabhu preaching to children, he might stop at one point. Okay, he says, "Okay, you say Hare," then he repeats Hare, and then he
Yes,
says Hare.
yes,
Then they
yes.
once do the mantra. Then Nimanita Prabhu continues the philosophy a little bit. Then he says, "Okay, again Hare," and then they do it again. I saw this when he was preaching to the Chinese boy in the park. So he did like this. His goal was
Mm,
to make him say the Hare Krishna mantra as many times as possible during when he was
mm,
in the same
mm.
space with him. Because he knew this
Actually,
boy, he cannot understand philosophy. So he tried to make him.
yes, this is the best preaching, because when we make someone repeat the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra one time, it just burn out so many sinful
Yes, Prabhu.
activities of his. Yeah, so
Yeah, this is what I
no.
tried to. There was some like drug addict who came to me and was asking if I have cocaine for him. That was funny story. at the city center. He came, "Do you have any cocaine?" And I was like, "No, I don't really have." But I was explaining that I said that no, but I have something like more powerful. Then I say, "Do you know about this mantra?" Then I said, "Oh, repeat after me." And then he repeated, and then he was looking at me like he was he was waiting to get some intoxication from the mantra or something. He was looking at me like confused. Yes, bro. But he
But
thanked. He was really he at the end he said, "Okay, thank you." And after repeating the mantra, and then he left and went to ask the same question from someone else. But he
yeah,
really nicely chanted the mantra. He didn't make any. His pronunciation was really clear. So I was thinking this person must have chanted before because he's
yes,
pronouncing
yes.
nice.
But actually, it's true because it is said that we already made so much to penance and austerity
Yes, brother.
and bath to holy river and those things so that we can chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra today. So this is not ordinary soul that will
Yes,
come
brother.
to you and chant the Hare Krishna mantra. This is not ordinary soul. He will
Yeah.
become devotee in the future.
Yes,
So
and it goes like this that maybe some life you chant only three mantras. Maybe some life you chant 10,000 Mahamantras. Maybe some life you chant 50,000
yes,
Mahamantras.
yes, yes.
Imagine if we saw, statistics of our last 50 lives, how many times we chanted. There might be many times
Mm,
we only chanted 10 times the Mahamantra, sometimes a lot.
mm.
But everything is counted at the end.
Yes, there is no loss.
Yes, Prema.
We just start by where we left from. So yeah, this is really nice, really kind. So yes, we should uh, do our best. This is the same discussion that I had with Amoli Prabhu. He was feeling a bit uh, uh, down,
Mm.
those last days. So I just try to give him some motivation. And yes, this was exactly the same discussion. I was telling him that yeah, in our past life we did so much. So now we just continue and try to put the bar very high so that even if we are not 100%, but like 60% or 70%, so it's up to us to just try
Yes,
to
Prema.
do that. Yes. and
And
and I
also
think that
yeah,
association of devotee like sadhu sangha is very effective to just quickly attain those statistics like 70% or 80%, because when I associate with devotee, the focus is more, you are more concentrate, and when you think more of Krishna, and Maya is not there anymore.
yes, Prema.
When I associate with devotee, Maya is not there. You see, when we do the Istagosti session, it's incredible. Sometimes just like 5 hours, we burn out like this, like nothing. Like we were there, we were talking about 1 hour, but this is five hour,
Yes,
5 hour of talking about Krishna and thinking about Krishna. And yeah, this is, you must experience it to just realize this is incredible, because we are, yes, we are fallen, we are sinful, but we chant sincerely and we try to take this process very seriously. And I can see in my life now that so much things already transform, already not the same anymore, and this is so quick for me. I didn't attend that this will be so quick, you know this is incredible. I don't understand sometimes how people are so bewildered that they think that, yeah, this process is like, you know it's like evil thing, or they will say like this, Krishna consciousness, oh, this is like crazy, crazy thing, but
Yes,
they are in a mode of ignorance, and this is full, they are full, because Krishna consciousness is like the best thing that you can do. This is the highest thing, so yeah, it's really hard. And Amoli Prabhu, sometimes he just tell me that, yeah, when he go outside, because he had the tilak and he had the dhoti and the kurta, he just like the the full Krishna consciousness set, and he go outside, but he just feel the pressure of this demonic civilization, just they will, see him just like he is an alien, and he
yes,
just tell me like that. But I said to him, what do you expect? We are in hell, we are in hell, and we try to be divine, but we are in hell, and we are this is the point. This is where we will get very intense in our devotional activity, when we face all this pressure, all this demonic uh, negative energy coming toward you. You
yes,
will be very intense,
yeah,
because there is no one who can help you
yes,
but
Prabhu.
Krishna.
That is true, actually.
Yeah, yes. So they will say, oh, Renan Island, there, this is great. This is like paradise, all this. But this is the most demonic place I ever seen. This is so demonic. The people here, they don't, they just want to have some fun. There is nature, there is sea. Oh, yes, the seashore. Oh, yes, we want to go to the sea. We want to. This is like,
Yes, Prabhu.
they
Yeah.
don't care about all these, we need to, uh don't waste our life. This human form is rare. What you saying? I just want to enjoy my beer, and go to the seashore and just play with my kids. What you say? you know this
Yes.
is like,
Here
yes.
it is actually, because here it is the same, but even worse. Because 8 months they are in complete darkness in the winter in their houses, just for those 2 or 3 months of summer, and then they will go enjoy and drink the seashore and drink the beer for 2 3 months, and then they go again back to that hellish winter condition in complete darkness, and they find this happiness. The summer is so happy time, they say. It lasts 2 months, then you're 10 months in some, you're locked in your house freezing, and it's crazy.
Yes, you can. Yes, and this is also Krishna mercy to
Yes,
to your country,
yes,
because
they cannot go every day.
yes, yes, you are locked tr- 8 months and 10 months. You are locked in your house,
Yes, bro.
and you cannot go outside, and it's freezing, and you cannot see the sun also.
Yes,
You
bro.
see, this is like a favor of Krishna to see. Oh, will you wake up now? Will you wake up, or you
Yes,
just
yeah.
don't want to wake up no more? You see, so we are full. Actually, we are full. Really, I heard this class of Sundar Gopal Prabhu today, and in Bhagavad Gita, 18 uh, 8 56 or 66. I forgot. But yes, this is true. We are full. If we don't take up Krishna consciousness, we are full. Number one, because there is no loss. We can try. Sometimes I will say this. I just say, you can hear the mantra. Don't need to chant uh, immediately. Just hear it for 1 month or one week, and just see what it does to you. Just see, just analyze what it does to you. You know what effect, what benefit you can. You just try. You know what you will lose, and even this they not want. They don't want to do. This is like, yes, the most unfortunate people and situation. So we will have this feeling because we're progressing, I think, because we just have some more compassion. But we sometimes, yes, I will take this like just a lesson to me, just to get more and more intense, and just to try to realize God very quickly, because we this is not good to stay here so long, Prabhu. This is not good to stay here too long, you know. We need to go back really quickly,
Yes,
as
Prabhu.
quick as possible, because we don't know actually. There is no guarantee that we will not end up in a material, in a, animal body. We don't know. We really don't know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So
Now we have the best chance at the present moment. From this one
yeah,
can only go step down, then one has to again to climb one step up to try again. But from this we can only really go one step backwards if we don't manage this. Because otherwise we have to go to the heavenly planet and then we have to enjoy there so much, and that's so big challenge again. We don't know what
yes,
we end up
and
doing.
in the Sundar Gopal Prabhu, he share some quote, some verse that said that in the heavenly planet there is also uh, unhappiness.
Yes,
We are
Prabhu.
not happy. There are rivalry. There are
Yes, Prabhu.
politic there.
Imagine
Yes.
here we have small war of Russian and Ukrainian. Imagine the war in the heavenly planets. That's crazy.
Hey, just like the Avenger, oh. Yes,
Yes,
those,
Prabhu.
you know, the stars and the planet, they will collapse, you know. So,
Yeah. There is
yes, this is,
also you do one little mistake and some Brahmana will curse you. You will now fall
yeah.
down as a lizard somewhere. You do anything like this.
And yeah, you have to wait for and to do some ekadashi to just, you know, get get back to normal. So yes, I I
Yes,
think that we are very unfortunate. So we need to get back quickly to those, to God ahead, because yes, I don't want to waste no more life.
yes, Prabhu.
This is already so much. So thank you for this discussion. This was a long time.
Yes,
I'm very sorry I didn't connect. I didn't join because yes, this was very difficult for me
we
those
didn't have
days
any.
to just.
We only now had in long time.
Yes, but uh, you change the time also, huh? It is more early now, no?
Yes,
Because
Prabhu.
I
We didn't have
realized that the
past.
time is not the same.
Yes, Prabhu. But like past 15 days, we didn't have reading sessions, so now we like return it.
Oh, okay.
But see, Prabhu,
So
this is the picture of the. This is where the lightning bolt came through the roof. I never seen
this
such.
is a whole.
Yeah, this is the roof.
Yeah, it's very small actually,
Yeah, it came from here. And then they took picture
and,
and suddenly it started burning the house.
and the whole house burned.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow! In 50 minutes, yes, 30 minutes.
yeah. Here is all now their belongings and everything outside.
What, they saved the crowd?
Yes, bro, some clothes they.
This is nonsense.
Yes, bro. But this is, death is like this. One first you're in your bed, you're comfortable, then suddenly everything is taken away.
Yes, it's true. Very true.
I hope he
And
reads.
for them now, this is the worst day of their life.
Yes, Prabhu.
But actually, it is not. I hope that Krishna will bless us, bless them, so that
Yes, Prabhu.
they can join Krishna consciousness very soon. Thank you for this discussion and for this
Thank you so much.
beautiful story. Mm.
Okay, let's read few pages more. Who wants to continue?
Did the Prabhus go or they do the same as the, the preacher,
Yes, Prabhu.
the person who I preach. He left he left the phone and he go to sleep. I can read from
Okay, Haribo from here.
yes. So I don't know how to say this name.
Let's see what it is. It's
Le Leibniz
yeah,
Leibniz
Leibniz, but it's not so
Leibniz.
important. You can put any name here because it's not so important. He's not a devotee,
Okay.
so it's not like auspicious something.
Yes, but it's really hard to say this.
Yes, bro.
Agrees that the mechanics of nature serve to fulfill God's purpose. Yes, that's it. All the laws of nature are working on the Krishna direction. Maya Mayadjakshena Prakritim Suyatis Sachalachalam Etunanena Kunteya Jagadviparivaltate. This material nature is working on the my direction, O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving being. By its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated uh, again and again. Bhagavad Gita 9:10. Material nature is the goddess Durga. It is it is she who is the superintendent of the fort. Material nature is like a fort which no one can leave. Durga is the confidential maidservant of Krishna, but she has a very thankless task of punishing the demonic living entities who are thinking, I will worship my mother Durga, not knowing that her engagement is punishment. Oh, yes. She is not an ordinary mother. She gives the demonic living entity whatever he wants. Give me money. Give me a good wife. Give me reputation. Give me strength. Goddess Durga said, all right, take these things, but at the same time, you will be frustrated with them.
Hmm.
On the, you see, this
Yeah,
is very important.
yes, bro.
On the one hand, the living entity is giving whatever he wants, and on the other, there is frustration and punishment. This is nature's law, and nature is functioning under the instruction of Krishna. The living entity in the material world has revolted against Krishna. He wants to imitate Krishna and become the enjoyer. Therefore, Krishna give him all the resources of material enjoyment, but at the same time, he punishes him. The goddess Durga is so powerful that she can create, maintain, and dissolve, but she is working just like a shadow. A shadow does not move independently. The movement is coming from Krishna. A fool thinks that material nature is there for his enjoyment. This is the materialistic view. When he sees a flower, he thinks, nature has produced this flower for me. Everything is for me. In the Bible, it is stated that animals are placed under the dominion or protection of man, but men mistakenly think they are given to us to kill and eat. Yes, it's true. If I entrust you to someone, it is proper that he eat you? What kind of intelligence is this? This is all due to a lack of Krishna consciousness. Shamasundara. Okay. Jacob believed that the truth, the truth could be represented by an exact mathematical science of same symbol, which could form a universal language of linguistic calculus. Wow, this word is. He believed in the rational world and an empirical world, and that each stood opposed to the other. He felt that each had its own truth, which applied to himself, and that each had to be understood according to its own logic. Thus, for Jacob, there are two kinds of truth. One is the truth of reason, which is a priori. This is innate knowledge which we have prior to and independent of our experience in the material world. The other truth is a posteriori, which is knowledge acquired from experience. This is accidental knowledge in the sense that it is not necessary. The real truth is that God has a plan, and one has to be taught that plan by one who knows it. This is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunaya Shlavana Jeev Shudashte Kalaye Udaya. Pure love for Krishna is eternally established in the heart of living entities. It is not something to be gained from another source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, the living entity naturally awakens. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 22, 107. The truth is there, but we have forgotten it. Through the process of chanting and hearing, we can revive the truth, which is that we are eternal servants of Krishna. The living entity is good by nature because it is part and parcel, of supreme good. But due to material association, he has become conditional. Now we have to again draw for this goodness through the process of Krishna consciousness. As an innate or priori truth, Jacob gives the example of triangle. Three angles of triangle must always equal two right angles. This is a truth of reason which is necessarily permanent. The other type of truth is gathered by experience and it called accidental or unnecessary. For example, we see that snow is white, but it is also possible that snow may be red. It is also experienced that the triangle of a triangle must always equal true right angle. But this truth exists independently. How is that? Not everyone knows how a triangle is formed. Only when you study geometry do you understand. You cannot ask any child or any man who has no knowledge of geometry. Whether the man knows it or not, this truth exists. But truth, by definition, exists. It is not this true or that true. You must know it or not. But truth exists. So why is he using this particular example? Because there is also another kind of truth which may say that snow is white, but that truth is not absolute because snow could conceivably be red. However, a triangle must always have certain innate properties that is a necessary truth. Any mathematical calculation is like that. Why use this example? 2 plus 2 equal 4. That is always the truth according to mathematical principle. Jacob was trying to prove that there are certain truths that we cannot deny, that exist independent of our knowledge and that are fundamental. There are other truths like snow is white, which may or may not be true because our sense deceive us. But that is due to our defective senses. It is a fact that snow is white. Now, why should it be red? In any case, we have no experience of red snow. Pure snow is white by nature. It may assume another color due to contact with something else, but actually it is white. It is an innate truth that the triangle of the triangle must always equal two right angles. And it is also an innate truth that snow is white, that water is liquid, that stone is hard, and that sugar is sweet. These are fundamental truths that cannot be changed. Similarly, the living entity is the eternal servant of God, and that is his natural position. I love when he just relies everything to this, like, yes, this is our true position.
Yes, Prabhu. He argued,
This
it
is
was nice when he argued
mm,
that snow is white, but it can be red. Then Prabhupada said no, that snow is always white, that if you mix it with something, he defeated the whole point with that. It was really
yeah,
simple.
and this is like simple logic.
Yes, Prabhu.
Just see how food. So water may become hard due to temperature. Yeah, it was like yes. Temperature changes, but as soon as temperature rises, the water again turns into liquid. Thus, the liquidity of the water is true. The constitutional position of water, because water by definition is liquid. Similarly, the whiteness of snow is true, and the servitude of the living entity is true. In the conditional world, the living entity serve Maya. Truth is one. What we take to be not truth is Maya. There cannot be two truth. Maya has no existence, but it appears to be true or factual due to our imperfect senses. A shadow has no existence, but it resembles. Whatever project it in the mirror, you may see your face in exactly the same way that it exists, but that is not true. The truth is one, and there cannot be two. What is taking for truth at the present moment is called Maya. Jacob said that innate truths are governed by the principle of contradiction. That is the opposite of truth is impossible to conceive. The opposite is Maya. For instance, it is impossible to conceive that triangle cannot equal two right angles. My point is that there are not two types of truth. When you think that there are, you are mistaken. When you think that 2 plus 2 equals 5, you are mistaken. 2 plus 2 is always 4, and that is the truth. Similarly, snow is always white, and when you think that snow is red, it is the same as thinking that 2 plus 2 equals 5. It is an untruth. You just have to explain. This is like, you explain to a child some concept, just
Yes, Prabhu.
we are so dumb.
Now
You cannot say
he just repeats what he said in the previous thing.
yes. I understand this, but you see, um, actually, this is the condition of most of the majority of the people. They're just so dumb, so you know, uh, in the ignorance that they cannot understand the simple logic like this. You you cannot say that the whiteness of snow is another type of truth. You may make a mistake by thinking snow to be red, but this mistake cannot invalidate the truth that snow is white or that water is liquid. There is one truth, and and any other truth is but a shadow. It is not true. Our language must be exact. You can see your face in the mirror as exactly the same, but it is a shadow only. Therefore, it is not true. You cannot say that the reflection of your face in the mirror is a type of truth. Jacob would call this true type of true conditional truth. That conditional truth is not the truth. For instance, the living entity is trying to become master of the material world. It thinks, I am monarch of all I survey. That is not true. The truth is that he is the eternal servant of God. He cannot say that because he's trying to imitate God that he is God. There cannot be a second God. God is one, and that is the absolute truth. Our point is that we do not accept the proposition that truth is true. They are relative truth, but Krishna is the absolute truth. Krishna is the substance, and everything is emanating from Krishna by Krishna's energy. Water is one of Krishna's energy, but that energy is not the absolute truth. Water is always liquid, but that is the relative truth. Absolute truth is one. Jacob should more precisely say that there is absolute truth and relative truth, not that there are two types of truth. Yes, according to Jacob's law of continuity, everything is in nature goes step by step and not leaps. In other words, there are no gaps in nature. Everything is connected, and there is gradual differentiation. No, there are two processes, gradual and immediate. Of course, in one sense, everything is gradual, but if the gradual process takes place quickly, it appears immediate. For instance, if you want to go to the top of a building, you can go step by step, and that is gradual. But you may also take an elevator, which may take just a second. The process of elevation is the same, but one takes place very quickly, and the other is gradual. Foolish people say that a flower is created by nature, but in fact, the flowers is growing due to the energy of Krishna. His energy is so perfect that he doesn't have to take a brush and canvas and try to paint a flower like an artist. The flower appears and grows automatically. Krishna is so powerful that whatever he desires immediately happens. This process is very quick and it appears to be magical. Still, the process is there.
Haribo. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Okay, now let's read Shikshastakam prayers. Yeah, this chapter was really nice. Tomorrow we can continue.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada, please accept number of Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your reading. Today, not much read now. What time you started, Prabhu, today? I joined late, like 8:40.
Yes, Prabhu, like 1 hour, 1.5 hour ago we started, I think.
Oh, very good.
Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamaha davagninirvapanam Shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Salva Shaktis तत्रापिता नियमितस्मरणेन करः तादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि सुदैवमदृशमिह जनिननुरागः
तृणादपि सुनिचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानेन अमानदेन कीर्तनीया सदा हरि
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि
अयि नन्दतनुजा किङ्कलं पचितं मां विषमे भवं बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजश्चितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तयम्
नयनं गलदाशूतनाय उदनं गद्गदहृदया गिरा पुलकैर्निचिन्तं वपु कदा तव नामग्रहणे भविष्यति
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा पराविर्ष्य इतं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे
अश्लिष्य वा पदरतं पिनष्टुममर्दशनमर्महतः करोतु वां यथा तथा वा विदधतुरं पतु मत्प्राणनतस्तु सैवनापरहम् शस्तकं कीच
Jai. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living beings, and thus you have enjoined the million of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting this name. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no instruction for that.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all senses of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful woman, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or the other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms up to your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the heads of my voice stand at on end at the recitation of your name?
Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrent of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Hari Bol, Shri Siksastakam Ki Jai.
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 Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, now let's read 10 offenses. First offense, to blaspheme the devotees who had dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Second offense, to consider the name of Brahma and Lord Shiva to be equal to the name of Lord Vishnu
Hari Bol.
in the yes.
Third offense,
Third offense,
yes, bro.
to disobey the orders of the spiritual master and consider an ordinary person.
Yes, bro.
Fourth,
Fourth offense,
to
make easy translation. No, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures and the scriptures in Persian version.
Vedic literature, Vedic scriptures,
Fifth,
Vedic literature. Fifth one is to
consider the
like
like
to consider the glories of
to be in
chanting
imagination.
imagination.
Yes.
offense to is it make
Sixth offense is to consider like to make what we say
to make mention of the holy name?
Yes.
no,
Give some interpretation
mundane.
to the holy name of the Lord. Seventh offense is it to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name?
Mm,
Eighth offense
yes.
is to the considering the chanting of Hare Krishna to be ritualistic, auspicious ritualistic, considering Vedas,
Yes,
Karma Kanda, like that it is there. I didn't tell.
Night.
Okay. Ninth offense is to what is the ninth offense is like make the name telling
In the
the
name of the
words of holy name to the
non-devoted.
non-devotees.
Yes.
Finish the
Self-respect.
person about
This person, the glories of the holy name.
is to
Ten offense is to
think chanting be mad
faith,
to not
faith
to not
chanting in the holy name of the chanting is no faith in the holy name of the chanting and increasing the material attachment
yes, Prabhu.
after understanding the so many instructions and another offense is also is there well chanting inattentive
Yes, Prabhu.
like that.
So every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against the offenses to quickly achieve Krishna Prem.
Vishnu